Hi everyone, welcome back, and in today's video we're with Liquid Concepts. We've got their JPS Special RX8. The car itself is your RX8, but when you look at it, you can tell it's special. So it's got the JPS Lotus livery all over it, all being made by the guys at Liquid Concepts. And yeah, you need to see this car. The video's not going to do it justice. Hopefully we're going to get them out to sort of brand attach over the next few shows coming up. So make sure you go and check it out when it's on stand there. But if you come right the way down, starting from the front, you look at the initial badge in the shape of a rotary. So yeah, it's in the shape of a rotary and it's 3D gelled. Like, it's just amazing. I don't really know where you can start from it. You then go right the way up and you've got your black and gold, which you know from the JPS sort of Lotus history, that actually works so well together, looks incredible and very, very eye-catching. Every little bit, every time I was getting B-roll, you see little things on the car. So if you come right the way down, the centre caps made JPS, Liquid Concepts, like that is their design. It's it's one of those cars where every time you look at something different, you see it and you go, oh, that's really cool. We'll get under the bonnet in a second. Thankfully, still powered by a rotary engine, because everyone likes rotary engines. I don't know why people LS swap them, it's horrible. You come up, working the way along the car, again, keeping in theme with what JPS did on the Lotuses. And these are probably my favourite sort of wing mirrors on any sort of car, where it all comes in, you've got the little air hole going through. I think it looks fantastic. It only works on certain cars and it wouldn't work on the MX-5, but on this, yeah, it looks really, really smart. Coming along, again, the little things you notice, have a look up the fake B pillar, because obviously they don't have it in these cars because they've got suicide doors, the little made in Japan. Like all these little bits, where every time you look at it, it blows you away. And I think this is where you can tell the time and effort that's gone into this car. Chatting to the guys there, they didn't pay a huge amount for the car when they first bought it, and he's just put time and effort into it, and you can see it really pays off. Again, all the logos made in-house. And yeah, this is the really nice bit with the car. It's like I keep saying, like, you can see the effort that's gone into it. You've got your little wind influences on the top, with the very subtle Liquid Concepts across the rear window. Like, yeah, this is probably my favourite bit of the car. It's got a big wing. It's a very nice wing, and also if you look in the detail of it, you can see it's carbon, and then you've got the gel coming through, just building up the depth that the car has. It's not just a car, this is art. This has had time, effort, a lot of money spent on it, but it's very methodically done. It's not just thrown together. It's not like a whole wrap. It's a really clean base car which has been built on. Going back on the back again, this special little badge, I just think that looks incredible. What I'll do is I'll send up the one that he did for Tom's RX8 and put them side by side, and you can just see the quality of how it's come together. And what's really cool is if you come up with any idea that you have, they can probably make it, and that's really nice as well. Because actually, even if you can say, oh, I want it to look like this, but you can't draw it, the guys can actually make it in-house and then sort of give you that design going through. So the offside of the car is similar to the other side, and as you come around, you come to what I think is really cool about these cars, is the fact, well, that's cool, I didn't even notice that, look at that. Nice. So you've got the little lights that shine on the floor, your puddle lights, and what I really like about these cars are the suicide doors. You know, this is a car that I'd buy an RX8 if I didn't have an MX-5. I think I'd buy an RX7, but can't afford either. So I can dream. If you come onto the inside, what I really like is it's not just JSP on the outside; it's on the inside as well. On the back of the seats, you can see the time and effort has gone into designing each and every bit of this car. For you Eagle Eye viewers and the RX8 fanboys out there will see the little PZ badge on the back. So it is a ProDrive, it's been modified by ProDrive, set up by ProDrive for Mazda and sold as is. So it's stock underneath currently. Big things might be coming for the car, who knows. Turbo kits are now starting to happen for these. Whether he wants to turbo it, we'll see. But yeah, the cool thing is it's a limited edition car, which has now got a livery that you're not going to see anywhere else. And I think that's the bit that really I quite enjoy about seeing this car. Every time you see it, there's a little thing's changed here, a little thing's changed there. We show the bonnet next. We'll see where the inspiration all comes from. Right, so when this car's in sort of full show mode, it really shows off where the inspiration comes from. For people who may not have been born or even remember, sort of the 70s is when the design first came through and was used right the way up to sort of mid-90s. And you can see that the design that's on here is very much taken on sitting on the RX8. And a lot of people might be like, oh, but it's not a Lotus, but it doesn't need to be. I think that's the great bit. So Lotus still do their little specials, their special versions of their Lotus cars, but when you look at it, it's nowhere near the level that this has been done to. So maybe Lotus need to get onto the guys at Liquid Concepts to make a proper JSP Lotus. Like the new Elise could look quite smart actually. Even with the lights that we have at the moment, you're not going to pick up the different angles that the gel caps show off, which is something that unfortunately we can't really show you in real life. Show you over film. You need to come and see it in real life. So it's even more of a reason to come to Brands Hatch for Tuner Fest and go to Japan. My top 5 favourite things for the car itself, the paintwork itself is stunningly clean. The level of detail on the car, of how much time you can tell has been spent on it. For number 3, the livery, fantastic. Really, really well thought out. It's not over the top. There's enough on there. I think if you had anything more, you could start to be going a bit too overpowering. But it's at that right level. Number 4, it's an RX8. They're just great cars, and it's not been mucked around with. It's a rotary steel. And number 5, I think it's the happiness that it brings the owners, and you can tell when you speak to them the amount of passion they put into talking about the car. And you know, if you are at the shows, go and have a chat with them, because you can tell that they care about the car, which is really, really nice, because it has been built from a pretty poor condition RX8 to what it looks like now. So hopefully you've enjoyed this quick overview of the JPS Special Liquid Concept car. Again, it's hard to describe, but like I've said, like the passion and the amount of effort that's gone into building it is just fantastic. If you want to see more videos of us going over the cars of the group and of people that we sort of work with and see what they put their money into instead of just seeing me and George ruin our cars, then stick around, like, subscribe, follow the other builds. Again, so if you're after any sort of 3D badges or banners, make sure you go check them out. Link will be in the description below. The quality of the stuff is amazing, and yeah, you need to go and get stuff, because this, plus all the little banners, and I'll throw up some extra pictures of things that they've done for the other RX8s and MX5s and stuff. You just need to see it, it's amazing. So link in the description, and make sure you go check it out.